Hi everyone, welcome back to my next quote to guide your life by. Today we're going to talk about kindness and generosity, being a person of compassion and love. And we have a quote from Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. He said, "Give what you have. To someone it may be better than you dare to think." And that reminds me of a story I heard once of a man who went to the Golden Gate Bridge and jumped off. I guess that's just the routine, normal thing. People go to the Golden Gate Bridge and routinely jump off to end their lives. And so the police went to his house to find out who he was and to contact the next of kin. And he'd left a note. And he said in the note, he gave his reasons why his life was not worth living anymore. And he said that if one person, and in the note he said, if as I'm walking to the bridge, if one person will stop and offer me kindness, I will not jump. And no one did, apparently, because he went straight to the bridge and jumped. I think this quote from Henry Wadsworth Longfellow is so important because it fits in with that idea that even the smallest act of kindness can have an enormous effect. And so if one person had just seen him along the way, seen that he was terribly downcast, and smiled, would a smile have been enough to save his life? And a nod, "Hi, how you doing?" Would that have been enough that day? Of course, we'll never know. But what if it would have been? What if all I have to do is walk down the road and make eye contact with another person and smile, genuinely make eye contact and say, "Hi, how you doing?" What if that would save their very life? What kind of impact could that have? And if it was in a store, you see a clerk maybe that clerk is at their wits' end. They're in a profound depression. And you go through and you smile and you say hi and you make pleasantries about the day and you hope that they have a really good day that day. Would that be enough? Would that change a whole person's life? You never know. You'll never know. But what does it cost you? What does it cost me to find out? Practically nothing. What will happen is an amazing thing will happen. First, I will start to feel better about myself. If you're loving and kind and you're smiling's contagious. It's like yawning. Who hasn't seen someone yawn and had to yawn themselves? I mean, we've all experienced that. Well, smiling is very much like that. And if you'll smile, people around you will smile. And if people around you are smiling, you'll smile. And it becomes a contagious thing, this smiling business, this looking people in the eye and in your heart wish them well. How much does that cost you? Nothing. But that glow, it's not easy at first to actually stop and break out of our own little worlds and our own little circle that we live in our minds and expand our circle to include this human being that's standing in front of me. But if I'll do that, if I'll include that human being in my little circle, and if I will extend to them love and care, just extend, and this takes practice, and you have to practice and keep doing it. If I will extend to them, I care about you, just a feeling, not words. Words, if you can muster them, not many of us can, but if you can, please do. But just a caring in your heart, and extend to them compassion and kindness. I wish you well. I practice this with Cody. I will do this with Cody. I will just sit and look at him and play with him and pet him and in the deepness of my heart wish him to have a happiest life a dog can have. And then I act like that. I act like I want him, and I tried with all of my might to give Cody the very happiest life a dog can have. And so Cody loves me, and I love Cody, and he does what I ask him to do. Almost always. It's pretty remarkable. He's the best behaved dog I've ever had. But so it's something you can learn. And that glow, that inner glow of your heart of caring about one human being that's standing in front of you, that glow can expand in your heart, and it can change your whole attitude towards life. It is the simplest thing in the world, and yet the most profound and meaningful thing you can possibly do in your entire life. Let me read this quote one last time. Give what you have to someone, it may be better than you dare to think. If you have love and kindness and compassion in your heart, and you will give that to someone, I guarantee it will be better than you could ever dare to think. It's just like yawning. It's contagious, and who knows what a flu of kindness you can cause in your world around you. Hope this discussion on this quote has an impact on you, and that you can see some wisdom in it and take it and use it for your own life. If you did, come back for our next quote, and I'll see you in the next quote I guide my life by. See you then.